Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever point of the day or night you're seeing this. This is episode 1 of The Real Spill. My name is Waddell, otherwise known to some as Will the Thrill, or by various other monikers, the international sensation, the Scottish psychopath, and many, many more, which we won't get into right now. Um, First off, I'd like to thank you all for supporting me on my journey so far into this whole shebang that we call YouTube and sportscasting, all that good stuff. As such, I decided to sort of create this space on my own channel where you're going to get all of me, as the hashtag says, unthrilled. So this is going to be all of my motivations, inspirations, and basically all of my wicked ends. So here is where you're going to hear some NFL takes, not just pertaining to the Falcons, but also around the league as a whole. I'll also be touching on some college football. As many of you know, my sports background was 2.5 years of rugby, 4 years of basketball, and then 9 years of American football. As I say, never thought I would be doing it to a high level as I did. But as I say, I have the Division One British Championship ring there, which is something that I'll always be very proud of being part of that team with the East Kilbride Pirates. And now, as I say, my health declined to a point where I was no longer able to play. But they say those that can't do teach. And so I decided to. I'd been doing stuff with Maggie and with Mad Mike Sports with the Atlanta Falcons Nation, sort of on and off for the last 3 years now. And so that's why I've decided to call this episode Thinking Back and Looking Forwards, because there's a lot to come in the coming sort of seasonal cycle, if you will. So yeah, allow me tonight to sort of whet your appetite for destruction, if you will, and sort of set a little bit of expectations, let you know what's coming. So yeah, first off, as I announced tonight on the Scottish Falcons show, which you can catch every Thursday and Saturday with Des and I, that the new one of the new frequent flyers, C Double. Chris, he's going to be joining me live on the 13th of December, and we're going to be doing a live stream party, dedication, cry session, call it what you will, for the Cena retirement match, the John Cena match at Saturday night's main event versus Gunther. So yeah, as it pertains to wrestling, I've literally been a wrestling fan since before I was a person. My mum went to see the WWE in the Glasgow SECC, which is now the OVO Hydro in Glasgow. She went to see the WWE. So essentially, yeah, I met Taker from the womb, is what I like to say. But I've been a wrestling fan all my life. Kind of drifted off the last sort of few years. But yeah, I've been with it through it all. As I say, I'm 34 now, so I came up during the new generation era, into the Attitude era, through that into obviously the new generation with Cena's rise and all of that, into the birth of NXT and all that good stuff as well. So, and as I say, I also come from a quite a wide background when it comes to wrestling. I'm big on my puroresu, my Japanese pro wrestling as well. So, like right on my Mount Rushmore beside Taker, beside Andre the Giant, you'll find Jushin Liger on there too. So yeah, domo arigato for the memories, Mr. Liger. But yeah, so there's going to be some pro wrestling talk going forward on the channel as well. As I say, I'm also going to be talking college football. It's one thing I did inherit from my mum, is that I am a Texas Longhorns fan, so hook 'em horns. This season hasn't been our season, and as such, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Georgia Bulldogs. A superb defensive effort and display there against the Alabama Crimson Tide. So congratulations to the new SEC conference champions. Best of luck in the playoffs as well. As I say, as a Longhorns fan, the playoff debate's not one that I want to get into right now, but yeah, as I say, all credit to the Dogs. They're a good team. And as I said, coming into the conference 3 years ago, we're not going to be respected in that conference until we take the big scalp, so to speak, until we beat you guys. So we've not done it yet. So until we do, as I say, to be the guys, you got to beat the guys. And right now, you as far as the SEC is concerned, you are the guys. So credit where it's due as well. But yeah, so that's kind of what's coming in terms of the wrestling and the college football side of things. As I say, I've also dabbled and flirted with the idea of getting back into some basketball content as well. But mainly, I wanted to combine all my interests on here as well because, as I say, I've had a few compliments on the dulcet tones of my Scottish baritone here. So I will be giving you guys readings and recitations from some of my favourite poems, excerpts of stories, and sometimes full-on books because I'm a big lore and mythology guy. I'm big time into Tolkien, Martin, Rowling, but especially Tolkien. So there's going to be a lot of Tolkien content as well, particularly because the movies are now 25 years old, which is a scary thought. I can feel the grey hairs coming just saying it, but no, it is for me one of the most fantastic and compelling works of fantasy that's ever been written. So yeah, you can look forward to all that good stuff as well. Also, I am a degree level musician. I'm a guitarist and a vocalist. I did at one point have a 4.5 octave range, which after the tracheotomy and things like that, I may not have quite that anymore. But yeah, it's something that I do plan on putting to good effect. So there's going to be some covers up soon, some little jams, things like that. Because as I say, when it comes to music, I'm not fussy. I was brought up mainly with rock and things like that, rock and metal. But as I get older now, I love country music. So you may hear some of my best attempts at a southern drawl. Um, but yeah, I'm also huge into blues. I'm getting more into jazz fusion as I get older as well. So yeah, that's all things that I look forward to sharing with you. Um, Also, in the run up to Christmas, I have a special little treat planned as well. So you're just going to have to wait and see what that's going to entail. But yeah, I just wanted to basically get on, just do a little bit of a kind of introduction to me, and let you know what will be coming here on the Real Spill. This is also going to function as a catharsis zone of sorts. So it's not just going to be all about me, because I hate talking about me. So if there's anything that you guys want to say or talk about, this is my sort of just chill out zone. It will function similarly to the family kettle, only this one's open to all. So yeah, that's why I call it the Real Spill, because you're getting a little bit of everything. So as I say, I'm not quite sure what might be coming from one video to the next. But yeah, as I say, movies, media, literature, poetry, anthropology, paleontology, sports, and a little bit of sing song on the side. So if all that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, then you know what to do. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you can. You know it does us all the wonders in the algorithm as well. I'm going to keep on keeping on. You'll see me grinding. With Mad Mike and the boys over with the Unholy Alliance. You'll see me on AFN, whatever they're doing. You will catch me and the boys tomorrow live with the AFNI new endeavour, which is the family watch parties, which we're calling the Kettle Sessions. So that's something that's going to be kicking off tomorrow around about 5:30 p.m. GMT, 12:30 Eastern. Or if you're out on the West Coast, that would be an early start. That would be 9:30 a.m. So you'll be waking up to my fantastic tones, and won't that be thrilling for you? I do apologise in advance. But yeah, as I say, I just wanted to essentially put this little put this little intro together. Just kind of let you know what's going on over here at Thrill HQ. Um, Plenty to expect going on into the draft cycle as well. Just talking about the NFL. Um, Also, an avid gamer, so I'm working on overhauling all of my rosters because one of my biggest faults with EA in particular is that the exclusivity rights to Madden sit with that one party. As such, there's no contestation for the games to be improved in any real capacity. So I'm not one of these guys who'll buy Madden every year or college football every year. So I'm working on updating those rosters to include all the new rookie classes and things of that nature. But I'd like to announce that I will be creating a using Madden Maximum Football CFB 25. Also Zen GM for the computer gamers as well. So there will be some way for y'all to access some certain iteration of this. But my plan is to create an expansion franchise by the name of the AFNI Alliance. We are going to be the players. It's going to involve potentially story arcs through dynasty mode, keeping in track of all our careers, basically living vicariously through our avatars, all that good stuff, and just really just having some fun with it. As I say, there's also potentials for fantasy drafts and things like that. If it's something you want to see me do, if you want to see my takes on what I believe a serviceable Falcons team, like for instance, if the league resets tomorrow, if it's a fantasy draft, all those good things. As I say, I'm a big fan of certain guys, and I don't mind shouting them out because, as I say, they've inspired a lot of my ideas. But I love Big Game Bengal. I love your boy Pizza, RBT as well, Fomv, just to name a few. Matt Maher as well over at MMG. So there's a handful of guys for you gamers. If you don't already know them, you really should by now. But I mean, and James Bordeaux as well when it comes to college football. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be something that I'm looking to sort of get into as well. So yeah, just a lot of good things to look forward to. But as I say, I could go on all night, but that was not the purpose of this episode. This was really to just set your set your creative just as flowing a little bit, the way mine's are. Because yeah, as I say, I have a lot in the pipeline, and a few conversations in mind with some as I say, the downside to working in Scotland in December, you're at the mercy of the winds and the waves. But we press on. As such, as we say, the grind don't ever stop. So you're going to catch us tomorrow with the Scottish Falcons and AFN International. And as I say, you'll see me and Chris next week. C28 if you're looking for them. In the meantime, as I say, I'm going to be keeping it Falcon centric for now. At least see the season play out before we start teasing any new draft picks, coaching changes, anything like that. But as I say, anything I've got to say, you'll hear it here, and you'll hear it unfiltered. So, thank you for your time. Hopefully, I will see you in the chat very soon. But until then, peace.